Buying a home is supposed to be a dream come true, but for a lot of people, it also turns into one of the most stressful experiences of their lives. Surveys show just how intense this process can be. In fact, in a Redfin survey, 59% of homebuyers said that purchasing a house was more stressful than dating. Another study found 40% of Americans call buying a home the most stressful event in modern life. And a Zillow survey revealed that half of buyers admit to crying at least once during their journey. That's not hyperbole. The pressure is real, and it is happening to people just like you. So how do you survive it? How can you keep your sanity while juggling financing, inspections, decisions, and the emotional weight of all of this? Today I want to walk you through some mindset strategies, practical tactics, and support tools that will help you manage stress when buying a home. The first thing to do is to acknowledge that it's emotional and that it's expected to be stressed. Give yourself permission to feel the stress. Buying a home touches so many personal layers. It talks about your finances, your security, your family, your identity. It's not just a contract, it's your future. Zillow's emotional stages outline how people often feel uncertain at first, and then they feel apprehensive, and then they feel eager, and then sometimes anxious right before closing. Knowing these are normal lets you recognize where you are and not feel like something is wrong with you. In moments of anxiety, remind yourself this is temporary. This pressure will not last forever. The second thing you can do is break it down and control what you can. Stress often emerges whenever we're trying to control the uncontrollable. You can't always predict what the market is going to do. You can't always predict how the inspection is going to come out or what the seller is going to do. But what you can control is how you prepare, how you respond, and how you pace yourself. So make a timeline, write out the key steps. You've got to get your loan approval, you're going to search for houses, you're going to go to inspections, you're going to get an appraisal, and then you're going to have the closing. Make sure that you lay out these dates and buffer zones. And having a visual plan, writing it all out, is going to help the anxiety of not knowing what's next. Another thing you can do is set micro goals. Rather than focusing only on the closing or getting that house, set daily or weekly tasks like getting pre-approval, researching neighborhoods, scheduling walkthroughs, sorting through documents, and then check off small tasks that give you forward momentum. Another thing that helps reduce stress is keeping communication lines open. If you're working with an agent and a lender or an inspector, ask for clarity on what's happening and when it's happening. The uncertainty is going to grow in the dark, but if you can get the information, you will be more certain. Number 3, budget for more than the purchase. A huge source of stress is when surprise expenses pop up after you think that the big costs are already behind you. A Bankrate survey found that 45% of homeowners have at least one regret about their home purchase, and a top culprit is unexpected maintenance or hidden costs. So before you close, build a post-closing buffer. Add line items for immediate repairs, new appliances, painting, landscaping. Plan for 1 to 2% of your home's price in annual maintenance. Having contingency money also gives you breathing room. You're going to feel more confident because you know problems aren't going to derail you. Number 4 is build emotional support systems. You don't have to go through this alone. Talk with someone. It could be your partner, your friend, or a mentor who's been through home buying, and share your fears with them. Verbalizing your worries often reduces their power. You could also take mental breaks. Go for a walk, read a book, meditate. Anything that gets you out of home buying mode for a while is going to help reset your brain and help that anxiety go down. Another thing you can do is decide your non-negotiables. When stress peaks, it's tempting to compromise on the most important things. If you have a list of your must-haves like safety, school district, commute time, budget ceiling, these things are going to help give you guardrails that help you avoid regretting your decision. The 5th thing that you can do is use tools that ease the burden. There are tools available that make the process smoother. One of those tools is checklists and check-ins. Use a home buying planner, either a print planner or an app, to track the steps. And then make sure that you organize your documents. Use a folder or a digital app to keep all of the contracts, the inspection reports, the lender communication all in one place. That way you're not looking around and adding stress by not being able to find important documents. Another tool is market research. Set alerts in the real estate apps so that you're not constantly refreshing listings. You could also get professional guidance. Hiring a trustworthy agent, a lender, and an inspector that you feel confident with is going to reduce anxiety. Their experience is going to help prevent missteps. And make sure that you treat all of these tools as allies and not just extras. The sixth thing that you can do is when things go sideways, make sure that you course correct. Odds are that something is going to go off plan. Your offer might get rejected, inspection might reveal issues, financing might have a hiccup. That's all part of the process, and what matters is how you respond to those unexpected things. One of the things that you can do is pause and breathe. When the stress spikes, take a short break. Don't make reactive decisions. You can also pivot with fallback options. Always have a plan B and a second house that you like, extra funds for repair, or even alternate lenders. Also, make sure that you ask questions. Don't nod when you don't understand. Ask about the fees, ask about contingencies, ask about timelines. Clarity equals less fear. You can also reframe setbacks as filters. Sometimes a failed offer or an inspection problem is a sign that you avoided a worse deal. Treat it as a filter towards what is right and that house that is exactly right for you. The seventh thing you can do is celebrate small wins. This process is long and full of tension, so make sure that you celebrate the progress. When your loan gets approved, celebrate. When your offer is accepted, celebrate. When the inspection is passed, celebrate. When you get the keys, celebrate. These moments are milestones, so make sure that you mark them. Energize yourself with them. Remember why you're doing this. It's not just buying real estate, it's building a place that you're going to call home for quite some time. So yes, buying a home is a stress test, but it can also be a journey in resilience, in growth, and careful expectation. By accepting that stress is part of the process, taking control where you can, building a financial safety net, leaning on supports, using tools wisely, staying flexible, and celebrating all those milestones, you can get through it without losing yourself or your optimism. You're not alone in feeling this. Others have walked this path before. And when the stress eases, what's left is the joy of calling a home yours for real. Another way to ease the stress is to get a home warranty with home membership. We have a easy to read coverage chart that lets you know exactly what is covered and takes all of the stress out of getting a home warranty. So make sure you check out homemembership.com to ease the stress of your home buying process. We wish you luck in this journey and we hope to hear from you soon.